Join me as you and I and you take a journey to become better writers together and geek out. Well, hello there, Apple Bites. This is your Apple Bite Written Writ Ralph here, talking to you from our show here, The Written Writ. And today we got ourselves Hit Point, Shadow Rabbit, and Roman Tony. And we're about to kick some stuff off over here. Dude, I've been excited about your game for a while, so it is great that we're going to actually kick off the Kickstarter tomorrow, and at the same time see what you've been up to over in Long Island Tabletop Gaming Expo.
Oh, I'm so excited. Thanks for having me. Yeah, I mean, it's been a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, over the last over 12 months, since January of last year.
That's what I'm saying. That's just this. That's not even counting in all the work you put in with Wild.
That's true. Everything was a stepping stone up to this moment.
Because I completely agree with you. I feel like Wild actually set this up because you were doing these little box sets, amazing box sets with all this great content, and then I feel like this is like the step up of that.
Yeah, well, honestly, like I've learned a lot just from Wild in the past, and so I'm really thankful for that. And I wouldn't do anything differently. Oh, that's a lie. I would do things differently, but. I'm appreciative of what I've learned.
You probably would have started doing this earlier.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, I have to say, like, I've seen the lore come up. I've seen all the bits and pieces that, I saw the game in action last Long Island Tabletop. And you guys have really been, like, hitting the grindstone. You guys, you haven't been playing around, in other words.
Right. Yeah, I mean, we've been meeting at least once a week, for hours, just hammering out whatever we needed to get done. We've managed to put together a card set of 151 cards was the last time I looked at it. Various different abilities and rarities and all this stuff. Making sure that everything's balanced out, play testing, going to different game stores and conventions, and just really trying to get it in front of people because that's how we found the most success. So
I know people out there going, wait, what are we talking about? so Jay, because I'm excited, and you should all be excited because this is going to be a lot of fun, and I love what you're putting together. You know what, Jay? Tell them all what you're doing, who you are, all the good stuff. Give them the spiel. Go for it.
Let's do it. All right, I'm Jay. It's nice to meet everyone. So I'm a co-creator of HitPoint, which is a tabletop role-playing game. We're dubbing it a multi-purpose card game, and basically you create characters, build your decks. Sorry, I totally lost my train of thought. Create characters, build decks, battle, and go on adventures with your friends, all in one rule set. You could play in a trading card format, similar to Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon. Or you could take it to the table with a game master and a group of friends and go on adventures similar to Dungeons and Dragons or Pathfinder or something like that. And both games heavily utilize the cards. All of the lore behind the game is original. Oh man, that was actually one of the first cards that we had last year at the Tabletop Expo.
I remember, yeah. I was like, I got to start with this one.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much the gist of what we've been working on. Taking two of our favorite genres, trading cards and role playing, and combining it into one. And it's working even better than we thought it would, to be honest.
Just from seeing the game last year at Long Island Tabletop, I gotta say, it was so smooth. It was so easy to pick up. It was so, people just passing by the table, sitting down, playing one or two games, and all of a sudden, you guys were having trouble beating them.
Oh yeah, I can't win. I cannot win for whatever reason. But it's great. People pick it up after one turn. I've had 10-year-olds come up to the tables. We were at SciCon at the Syosset Library last year, and this 10-year-old kid came over. He was huge into Magic the Gathering, and he wrecked us. He totally obliterated us. I was like, wow, this kid is going places.
10-year-old? Wow.
Yeah, and apparently this kid like makes his own games and stuff.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That sounds like a hustler to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was in a library one day, and I guess there was this kid who would just run around and just play games with people because he was just, you know, his parents forced him to go. He destroyed me in chess. He destroyed me in checkers. I was like, and every time I was thinking about a movie, people were like, hurry up, just go. And then I would go,
I know it must be something in the water these days.
Yeah.
Man, you just gotta harness that energy while you can. That's great. Hopefully, hopefully you bought a deck.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're actually launching our Kickstarter tomorrow.
Woo! And we're gonna help you launch that thing. We're gonna do it live. We're gonna launch it live. What time are you thinking?
I'm thinking around 7.
That's
EST.
Yeah, so tomorrow at 7 o'clock, we're going to kick it off. We're going to be here, and you guys get a chance to get this beautiful system right off the bat, and you're going to get really intricate on the information because we're going to tease you people today. We're going to be like, come on, we're going to show a little leg. We're going to show a little arm.
Yeah, exactly. Get everyone ready.
Oh, definitely. Dude, the art on these cards, you know, I remember them from last year, and, you know, you guys aren't playing around.
Yeah, they take forever. Not even kidding.
Just looking at this one, I can imagine.
Yeah, they take so long just to get right, you know. And then we've gone through iterations for each of the 151.
Yeah, the shield looks amazing in that background too.
Yeah, look at that background, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Is that your artwork on it?
What'd you say?
Are you the artist on it?
No, so we actually use AI for our cards.
Oh, dope.
Well, I mean, I'm
sure
some of you guys know it's very difficult to get what you want or what you need. So we do a lot of also like photo manipulation, Photoshop and Procreate and just kind of all that stuff.
Work it. Yeah, you're supposed to. You do what you're supposed to do. You get artistic with it.
Right.
Sure,
because it seems like it does look like you worked on it. It doesn't look like an AI image. So
yeah, it doesn't at all.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the cards are we do a lot of work too, just because you know the AI does not do hands well. It does faces weird sometimes. Just totally screws up weapons and bows and arrows. So
that's the way AI is supposed to be used. You use it as a tool so you can make something, you know, so you can get creative, get artistic, make it your own.
Yeah. And so it's actually been pretty cool because I've always wanted to learn photo manipulation. And so like this has kind of forced my hand. And while I'm not a pro, I've gotten pretty good at it. So
I beg to differ, man. You seem to be coming out with a Kickstarter and a hit game, so I don't know what makes you pro, but that's pretty close.
That's Kraus, Strongfang. So that's the guy we've been talking about before. So one of our, I'll repeat it for the audience. One of our species from our lore and our RPG is a Sonosi, which is a dog humanoid, and so a brutalist.
War over there, my God.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And so one of our classes is a brutalist, which is like this like warrior barbarian, and Kraus Strongfang is a Sonosi brutalist, and he is very brutal, I will say.
He looks brutal.
It was so funny.
Kick some butt.
Yeah, at SciCon last year, a lot of the moms and a lot of the women were coming up and like taking pictures with him. It was pretty hilarious.
Oh, that says a lot right there. Oh man. Let's see what else we got over here. Oh, look at the beautiful foil cards. Oh, You know, I'm kind of upset that I didn't know they were going to be so limited. I would have been like, dude, let me get a couple of those.
Oh, I know. I was not expecting them to go so fast. You know, these are the pre-launch packs, and we purchased these. So these were I actually hand drew these, all 7 of those,
Right.
and that took, oh God, it took weeks for 7 cards, and
Sounds
so we bought like 30 to 50. I forget the exact number that we got, just to kind of hype up the game, as like a marketing tool, you know. And the events we were at last year, people just totally cleaned us out.
Dude, I told you the first time when I saw them at Long Island, you know, and we discussed this at Long Island tabletop. You were saying I should have brought some cards because I could have sold a ton of them here.
I know. I know. I'm excited for the Kickstarter because we can finally go places with product now.
Yeah.
You know, it's always been, yeah, come play our game. We're going live in a few months, and people are like, oh, this is so cool. I wish I could buy it now. And then it's like, you know, it's bittersweet in a way.
Yeah. Definitely.
This is actually this is our world map. So this is an older version. We've added some stuff since then. But our first set, Corruption of Hossphere is the name of it. And that orange kind of like finger shape like this.
Right.
I can't orient it. But
I see what you're saying, yeah.
Yeah, that's the location of where it takes place.
That makes sense. So is it pointing to that little island for a reason?
Not really. I don't think so.
I'm like, dude,
I have to double check.
Something set up here. It's like, look at that little island.
I'd have to double check with my friend who created this. He's huge into the backstory. So I don't think so, based on, you know, what I know about the adventure and the story of the location.
Well, you got something.
That island is actually really cool though, and little spoiler. That island was in a future box from when we were doing the one-shot boxes.
Oh, I love that. I love.
So we recycled that.
I love doing that when I DM. I like sticking little Easter eggs from games I've done before. You know, or making old players NPCs in the new game.
Yeah.
Like, it's just so much fun, you know, and it's a nice way to go. Yeah, look, we were doing something before, and it's in this game too.
Yeah. Oh, it's a really cool place. We don't really touch on it in this set, but we'll definitely get there.
Well, yeah, I feel like you're pointing at it for a reason, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I gotta say, like, I've always liked Italy because it looks like a boot, you know. And now I think this is my favorite part of your game already.
Awesome. You're gonna love it. It's such a cool concept. It's basically this forever autumn forest.
Ooh.
You know, they have first autumn, second autumn, first spring, second spring, and it's just always beautiful, like amber and reds all year round. It's just a beautiful place.
Gotta say, man, that sounds good to me. You know, we all into aesthetics here, so. And I feel like, you know, just looking, like we were saying, looking at the art for the cards that we are able to see, you know, you guys really put some thought into it, you know, into what you want, into how these cards are going to look. You know, I feel like you are going at this from a card gamer point of view. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. So like I was saying, how we reworked all the art from when we originally had it.
Right.
One of the mistakes that I think I would have done differently doing this from the beginning, for anyone who's making a card game, is we came up with the cards first, and then dove into the story, when I feel like we should have done the opposite. Because what we did was we created the cards, created the story. Now we changed a lot of the cards and the card art to match the story and the lore. So like we added in the Sonosi creatures. We added in Faveli creatures. Faveli are like rodent humanoids, right. And they're like a lot of magic filled creatures. We added in all like the autumn scenery to the cards and some tidbits of like Easter eggs of future sets and some future classes and stuff.
I think you did the correct method. I feel both methods are correct because if the cards are gonna influence the story, when you get to the story, they're gonna influence the cards, and vice versa. Like I think if you wrote the story and then you did the cards, I think the cards would still wind up influencing the story. So I think you did it. I think you did it the right way. I mean, I don't think there was a wrong way. I'll put it that way.
That's true. Yeah, there is no right or wrong way to do it.
Yeah. So long as it wasn't like finite, like say you're working for a product and say, here's the cards, make a story, or here's a story, make the card. So
right.
So long as it was fluid, you're fine. I think you're fine. How we started.
I agree. Because there's no way no straight line when you
right,
yeah
right
yeah
the creativity will flow how it should.
It should. Most likely it went the way it's supposed to because it was supposed to evolve the way it did. I feel like if you would have went the other way, you might not have evolved in the direction that you needed to evolve.
Right.
True. Yeah, that's very true.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very excited because I've kind of told you guys like the concept of the set and everything. Just wait till you see what we drop tomorrow.
I gotta say, and I know I talked to you about this last year at Long Island, and sometime after that because we've discussed this a couple of times. What made you decide to take a card game and take a role playing game and try to meld them together? Because it sounds like something that's gonna take a lot of work to do.
Oh my god, it's unbelievable amount of work. It's actually funny because my brother and I we grew up on Yu-Gi-Oh! And so that was like the game that we played. We went to all the local game stores and did tournaments and things. Right. So we created our own cards. We homebrewed a lot of stuff back in the day, and I've always wanted to make games, and I just wasn't sure how to do that. Mm-hmm. Hence the one-shot boxes, because it was kind of like half in, half out. I was making game content, but it wasn't for my game. And for those who don't know, the one-shot box, we made D&D 5th edition supplemental content.
It's beautiful stuff. You missed out.
Yeah. So that was like a gateway. And then once I did that, I was like, wow, this really isn't so hard. Stop overthinking it. And like I said, in previous conversations, mm-hmm. Two things I love are collecting and trading card games and the creativity and imagination of role-playing games. So I was like, why not both? Why do I have to either choose Magic the Gathering or Dungeons and Dragons? Why can't I sit down with my friends one night and do both?
I think the cards add to it because I know D&D has tried to add cards to their system, but it's more of lore cards, more of information cards, more of magic. It makes the stuff that's in the book easier to access if you just need to pull out the card and go, hey. But I feel like you're going above it because you're making the cards part of the intricate game, which is just like wow.
Right. Yeah. So for those who aren't familiar, the card game in the RPG, or let me rephrase this. In the RPG, the combat is the card game.
Yep.
So the same way that you would play, if you were to do free-for-all player versus player TCG, that's how it would be in the RPG version, except it's usually a co-op party versus a game master who has character stat blocks, or they could build their own decks for enemies and build encounters that way. So it's definitely more visually pleasing. It's definitely more hands-on. You're not just rolling a die and writing down on paper. You're actually shuffling up. You're drawing your hand. You have a limited amount of resources when you're in combat now, so you kind of have to work with what you have. It's a lot of strategy. It's a lot of luck, obviously, because you're rolling dice. But it's so smooth, and I'm actually so surprised of how smooth it is.
So are you telling me I can't horseshoe crab, peer into the orb, and then what's the other one that I need? Mantle, Paradise Mantle. I can't do that. I can't do that.
Hey, you can do whatever you want.
Just keep that cycle going,
I think you make it a little more difficult than that, though, because it's not like you can as the cards progress, you're using them up and they're moving, they're being utilized, and you got to keep playing the game. They do come back into play, but it's very random, right?
Yeah. So a big part of our game is your deck is your health, and so in the when you're playing like player versus player, it's 60 card decks. Everyone has the same amount of health, and you play that way. When you do the RPG, your deck size and your health changes based on the character you create. So a brutalist, which is the warrior class, will have generically more health than a sayer, which is like the druid shaman class. And as you take damage, as you play other cards, you exhaust your character, so you lose cards from the top of your deck. And the only way you can get that back is with healing or resting. And so you may go encounters where you don't use some of the cards that you have in your deck.
Right.
So it can be challenging, but that's also part of the fun. It's kind of like, okay, I have this hand. Let's problem solve and see what we could do, how we could cooperate and push through this obstacle.
I like the fact that especially like especially from what I saw last year at when people were coming and just playing the game. It's simple to play. It takes a while to master.
Oh yeah, and like one of the things I love about it, it's even the best cards can underperform because a lot of the cards deal with a dice roll.
Yeah.
If you play a card called, let me see what I got here. Let me pull this up. So one of these, this card is called Hit and Run. Can you see that? Really glary.
Kind of, yeah. Okay, there you go.
Is that a hollow version?
Oh no.
No, this is actually paper that has been laminated.
Oh, dude, that looks fantastic. Look at it.
So this is Hit and Run. And so you would play this to do damage, but it's a D6, right? So you'll roll your D6, you'll add whatever bonuses you get, but you could roll a 1 and totally whiff, or you could roll a 6 and do a lot more damage. So even the best cards can underperform, and the less, I don't want to say worst, but the less good cards can overperform.
Yeah, so it gives an element. Go ahead.
What about my beloved horseshoe crab?
I'll have to make one for you, especially for you.
Let's go.
Stretch goal.
Let's go. Yes.
Let's go.
You know what? The best thing, make the stretch goal be a slime.
Wow, that would be sweet.
Because that's the perfect encapsulation of what horseshoe crab is. Slime, pretty harmless until you let it snowball.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, sometimes those simple things are what kill you.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, especially
I
your guards down
for the simplest monster.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
I gotta say though, like I said, like it really looks like you sat down, you thought about all this, you're figuring things out. I know the play tests that you've been doing have been helping you out.
Yeah, definitely. So we've been trying to go to East End Gaming in Oakdale, and so that's the game store that we've had a few events at lately.
Right.
And I would like to keep going there, but it's been so helpful just getting in a store and getting people to play. It's also pretty crazy because the first time we went in there and we were talking with the organizers, we had some people recognize us from the Expo last year.
Nice.
So it was kind of like a, quick 5 minutes of fame, but it was pretty sweet. And so we have like a little following that has been coming to the demos and everything. And I hope to keep that up and just grow it.
That you're in the store, you're in there. I've been actually trying to make it. So far each time things have happened, but that's life.
Yeah.
But I'm like, okay, sooner or later I'm going to make it to the store.
I know. I tried a few other stores too, just to make it accessible to multiple people, but a lot of the stores didn't answer. I'm
surprised
hounded them and I
kind of stuff
stayed on top.
This is
What'd you say?
To be doing, I feel like it kind of surprises me because I feel like comic book stores, gaming stores, they need to move forward. They need to make it a community place. They need to do stuff like this in their store.
Yeah.
Because all that stuff, as much as popular as things are, a lot of people aren't going to the specialty stores.
Right. We were actually at Legendary Realms once. We did a demo there before they closed, and so that's how we got like close with Courtney and a few of the other people that actually manage or organize the Tabletop Expo. So that was a huge opportunity. We met someone. Are you guys familiar with the game Super Show?
Oh, we know Super Show. We've had him on the show before.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. So we met Steve at Legendary Realms. We introduced him to this game. He introduced us to his game, which is super fun, by the way. I love
fantastic. Yeah.
I love that game. And so it's unfortunate that they closed, but so we went there, then we were at East End Gaming, and it was, like I said, I was trying to get into a bunch of other game stores, but we walked in, we emailed, we called, we texted, and it didn't work out yet. So
it'll work out. It'll happen.
It's
yeah.
Just keep doing the thing. Make them come calling for you after it gets big.
Yeah.
Enough,
There you go. Yeah. Oh yeah. We're not giving up. We'll be annoying. Whatever.
No, man. If you've got a place that it's working out for, that's great. Just keep building that following.
Yeah. Oh, I love this store. I don't know if you guys have ever been. It's probably one of the nicest game stores I've ever been in. It's clean. It's bright. It has huge windows, so there's a lot of like natural light. They have so much from like retro video games to vinyls. They have like board games, obviously trading cards, and they have pops and other collectible figurines. It's pretty wild. It's a nice store and it's really busy. We were there 2 Saturdays, and the store was popping. There were people in and out all day.
That's what you want. Yeah, you want one of those places where you get to see all these different people coming in, checking out the games, and then you go, come and check this out.
Yeah, exactly. We actually met a guy last Saturday who makes his own games, and I don't remember his name, unfortunately. But I think he was working on a video game, so I'll have to figure out what game it was, and I'll let you know.
Oh yeah, we know a lot of those guys. Some of our pals are working on their video games.
Okay.
And I know some people who have actually taken their D&D campaigns and made the video game.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, like Horizon's End. Oh, they did a fantastic job of taking their game and making it into 2 games now because they're on their second.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, we
I
had
would love to see like the behind the scenes for that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few indie video game events / conventions. There's like 2 of them in New York that I know
Okay.
of. Yeah. Yeah, when you go there, it's all indie art games and stuff.
Oh, that's sweet.
Cool. You get to play and stuff. You know, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to check those out.
Yeah, there's like two that I know of. If they're still around, I'm not sure. Well, there was one that was advertised a couple of months ago, so still around.
Yeah. Okay, sweet. Yeah, I'll have to get that for you.
It used to be that you didn't get that many or you got them from Japan, the RPG games, the role playing games, but now I feel like especially with the Kickstarters and the indie market, you get a lot of these new games that are doing all this beautiful stuff that we love, and you should go support people on Kickstarter doing indie stuff like my friend Jay here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Kickstarter is just such a great tool. It's different in terms of how you approach, I feel like, the business plan aspect of something, but just having that as a resource is gold. Because with Wild, I did do Kickstarter for the book box. It's called the one shot box, but before that, everything was out of pocket, and I didn't know what the hell I was doing. So I bought a lot of product that I ended up not using. So you live and learn.
That's how it works. Yeah, dude. Because it's trial and error. You got to figure it out. Especially you were doing something that not many people were doing at that time. One shot boxes. After I saw you guys, I started to see other one shot boxes, but they weren't like yours.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's sweet. I'm glad that other people are doing it because it's such a cool concept. But it was a lot. It was a lot for us.
Dude, the sad thing is that I don't see even those one shot boxes anymore.
Really?
I don't know if maybe they're still out there and they're off my radar, but it was like you saw a couple after I saw yours.
Yeah.
And then everybody just went.
Maybe it's the algorithm.
It's possible because maybe now that I talked about it, watch them show up.
I mean, Ralph, I find them. I could send you some.
Yeah, I don't see them anymore.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if this is still around. I stopped following it, but the whole like D&D open gaming license thing, that's kind of what really kicked this off and pushing me to do my own game. Was that was like my kick in the butt. And I don't know where that's lately. I stopped following it, but maybe that has something to do with it. Who knows?
Oh, definitely. I feel like a lot of people like you, because I remember we were discussing this right when the news broke. You were like, dude, I'm not sure. We're trying to figure out what we're doing with Wild. I don't know what D&D is up to, what Wizards of the Coast is up to. A lot of people got upset with what they did. And then they were like, oh, that's not what we meant.
Yeah, I think
no, you're getting this wrong, Ralph. First, it was we won, and so did you. You remember that?
Yeah. Then it was like, I don't know what you're talking about. That's not what we meant. Yeah, but I agree. I feel like that's and I think it's gonna be Wizard of the Coast's big moment, because what they did was they caused other people to go and create their own things instead of using the 5e, to do what they were doing, which is what everybody was doing. It was like, because it was an easy way to go. You got the whole system set up there for you, and then you work it and you do your thing.
Right. Well, look at like Pathfinder. They became like the good guys,
exactly.
in that whole thing. Good for them.
But wasn't this the second time they tried this with Dungeons and Dragons, and the first time it was a disaster?
Yeah.
Well, and then they just did it again, and it was.
They didn't learn their lesson because Pathfinder, because they did this the first time. You didn't have Pathfinder until they did this the first time.
Yeah, right. I know. Oh man. Yeah, people were freaking out. I mean, I was freaking out, and I was so small. Like you have the companies like Cobalt Press, and I don't know. I can't think of any of the others off the top of my head, but those are people's full-time jobs.
Yeah.
You know, man, I think they just handle it very poorly.
I remember having a lot of angry guests on the show at the time.
People were angry, man. People were angry. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a weird time for sure.
And especially Nat. Nat was like, fuck him.
I was saying the truth, man. No one else would say it on the show. I would be like, I'll say it.
That's always like that, though.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, but I feel like, you know, sometimes you need to shake the roost, you know, and I feel like a lot of creativity has popped out from this, and you have a lot of new systems now out there, you know.
Yeah.
And I feel like you guys have something unique going for you, because, you know, this combination of the cards and the game and the role playing, you know, it's not out there. You know, it might be out there in different forms, but not like the way you guys are doing it.
Yeah, I mean, I think from what I've seen and what the research I've done, you know, what we have is pretty unique. I'm so grateful for that, and I just want people to play it and have fun. You know, that's what we all want. So,
folks, if you are there on Saturday at Long Island Tabletop and Gaming Expo, at the Cradle Radiation Museum, you will be able to play this game, because they are going to have it there and you can play it, and we are going to be there. So, you know, if you see us, we might even put you in the video.
Yeah. So to your point, at our vendor booth, we will be having the TCG demos. So me and my friend who's going to be manning the booth with me, we're going to be doing trading card demos at our booth. And then we have a friend of mine coming to do 2 RPG demo sessions in the RPG area. Nice. So those you have to sign up for. I don't know how many spots are left, but if you go to the Tabletop Expo's event page, you should be able to find the Hit Point demo, sign up, because he's an awesome game master, and this is the first time it's being demoed in public. So I'm pretty excited for that too.
Ooh. You heard it here, folks. You forget to check out the role-playing aspect of this whole thing, and you got to sign up for it. So, you know how those things happen, you know, especially at these gaming events. You know, if you don't sign up early enough, you don't get to play.
Yeah.
Oh man, I feel like some apple bites might end up signing up for this.
You should. You should. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, definitely.
The one shot that we have for the demo, which will be in the free rulebook on our website at some point, that is like the prelude to the first set. So it really sets up a lot of that background, which is exciting.
Yeah, like I said, you guys have really thought this through. I'm
really having a hard time like not dumping everything out right now.
I'm trying not to help you dump that right now. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to talk about that. We'll talk about that tomorrow. I will put the website on the comments over here, so you guys can go check it out directly, make it easier for you guys. There goes HitPointGame.com. I will put I might as well show this off because wrong one. There it is. Boom. There they go. As we always say, folks, this is the time to go sign up to get notified, because signing up to get notified helps out all these indie creators get their thing. Right now, they're doing pretty good. They got 111 followers. A nice number.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm super proud of that number.
Yeah.
Especially because like our marketing consists of 0 online presence. You know, everything's...
Dude, that says a lot for 0 online presence.
Foot traffic in stores and stuff. So...
that says a whole lot for 0 online presence.
Yeah.
You know, some people struggle to get past 30.
I looked into a few marketing agencies just to like, get a quote, see what it was like. And well, first of all, way out of budget. But second of all, they were like, yeah, we could get you what the heck was the number? It was like 100,000 followers, if you get 10% backers, yada yada yada. I was like, that's atrocious. Like I don't know, something about paying for that and like they've never tried the game, they don't know us. It's just like less personal. And then when I was actually talking to Steve, who makes Super Show, he looked into the same thing, and I think he came up with pretty much the same conclusion. So we really just went boots to the ground, went to all these different game stores, we went to all these different conventions, and just tried putting the game in front of people. And that's worked the best so far, and so that's what we're going to continue to do.
Well, you've done pretty good. 111, for a non-social campaign is really well. Like I said, sometimes you see like some of these campaigns come in and they're doing the sign up to get notified, and they're like at 30, 15, 10.
Yeah.
And they have an online presence.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's funny because there was this game called Knights and Summons. I don't know if you guys have heard of it.
Yeah.
Their game was like a big game that I modeled kind of everything after, and modeled in terms of like what they did for their Kickstarter, kind of how they laid everything out and how they marketed it. They have a lot of online presence. They're posting every day, and I just am not good at social media. Like I just struggle posting. But they had like 1,000 followers on their Kickstarter when it launched, and they passed their goal. And while this is not 1,000, I'm super proud of this number for sure.
No, you should be. That's a pretty good number. A lot of people struggle to get to 100.
Yeah,
that's their goal, is to get to 100.
Right.
Yeah, I feel like it's a good starting point, especially once the game goes live. That's 111 people that get a notification.
Right. Plus, like, kind of going back to the whole file thing, we've made so many contacts just from that also. So there's more outreach. Yeah.
That's what we want to see.
Right.
I gotta say, I'm I know you folks are listening to me. I'm really excited about this. I've seen this game in play. I've seen it in person. I've seen the cards in person. Dudes, you guys are gonna want to get in on this. It's something fun. It's something different.
But what if we want to play it something like this weekend or something like that?
Then you go to Long Island Tabletop and Gaming Expo.
Yeah, you do.
But that's such a big convention. Where would I find them?
That's at the Cradle of Aviation in Long Island.
But that's such a big place. Where would I find them?
Which booth would you guys be at?
We're gonna be at a booth in the vendor hall. We won't get spots until Friday when we go and bring our stuff in.
Yeah, I think they give you booth numbers.
But I want to tell you what to look for, but I don't want to ruin the surprise. So I'll tell you tomorrow what to look for.
Tomorrow, when you join us for the kickoff, you'll get more information.
Will it have a Shadow Rabbit Lou figure somewhere on there by any chance?
Oh, that would be sweet.
Yeah,
that would be awesome.
Yeah, sure. I'll make some.
I like how
horseshoe crab slime.
I would be honored. For real.
A horseshoe crab slime. Man. Horseshoe crab slime.
Nah, I'm making that brutalist. That's right up my alley.
Yeah, that's gonna be sweet. I would love to get that done.
Brother, it's on.
And Shadow,
Luke can make a figure like during the show, man. Like,
oh yeah.
Yeah,
he's making a figure right now.
He's probably making a figure right now. So Shadow, since we're on this right now and we're talking with the Shadow Man himself, tell the folks where you're going to be this weekend.
Man, I'm going to be at the Long Island Tabletop Gaming Expo.
Would that happen to be the same as the Long Island Tabletop Gaming Expo, or is that more like the Long Island Tabletop Gaming Expo?
You know, I'm not great with the names and everything, but it will be the exact same convention that my friends at Hit Point are going to be at. So get on down to the Cradle of Aviation Museum in Long Island, New York, and check out a day of fun.
And if you guys are wondering why we're so touting Mr. Shadow Rabbit, let's show you the beautiful things. Of course, Shadow Rabbit is the man extraordinaire making his shadow figures.
Oh man, I love you guys too.
Oh,
Yeah, I haven't
they're
busted
so
out.
good.
I haven't gotten out too many cons in a while, but I love the Cradle of Aviation, and you know all the cons I've been to there have been great. So
Oh yeah, that's what we're
this
looking
one
forward
I'm looking
to, hanging
forward
out
to.
with the Shadow Man himself this weekend.
I can't wait,
It's
man.
going to be fun. It's going to be such a good time.
Oh, definitely. We've been looking forward to this con for a while now. We got some Hit Point, we got some Shadow.
I was gonna bring this dragon, but I think he's way too big. He's like 3 feet long now.
Oh man,
let's go.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's gonna be like the whole size of the table if I try to bring him.
That is crazy.
Look
Yeah.
at that thing, man. Oh, beautiful. The Shadow Man.
Nice.
What do you use?
Man.
This one is epoxy sculpt, and that's pretty much it.
That is
Just,
crazy.
Yeah, I've got. You know, my bread and butter used to just be like monsters and dragons and stuff like that too. So as I rediscover my love of making things like that, not that I ever lost it, I think it's time to get some big chimeras and just some original some beasts out there again.
Yeah.
What about bunny girls?
Or bunny girls. Look, I mean, you can't
Let's
go
go.
wrong with that either. Oh yeah, and that was yes, I got to play with the 3D printer, so those are my critical hit.
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh man, I love that.
Dude, I gotta put this into a game.
Absolutely, dude. We can make a card of that.
Oh,
Oh my god, we totally can.
critical hit.
All right.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm writing that down.
Oh yeah, man. I'll make you one for the con. And yeah, man. I do all custom work, handmade, one of a kind sculptures. Unless you want more of them, then I can make something that looks pretty similar to it again if you really want. But yeah, it's all handmade out of polymer clays or epoxies. This is for our man, Mr. Hager, Jordan.
That's right. Jordan won.
And actually, that was from winning another D&D inspired Kickstarter pledge for Shattermare.
Oh, that's right. Shadowman. They took their game and made it into a comic book.
Yeah, I mean this is the Fiend, but
Oh, cool.
But yeah, he backed. I was one of the tiers on their Kickstarter campaign. Was I'll just make you a sculpture. So
that's so awesome.
Amazing.
But,
dude, this dragon is just like beautiful, man. I can see you've been taking a lot of your time on this thing.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, no, I mean it just got it. Really, I work super quick. It's just gotten delayed because I keep getting sick because I've got kids.
Yeah, kids make you sick, man. Kids make you sick.
Yeah, kids and work and life and everything. So I just keep. I don't have as much free time. Hey, look at those guys.
Hey,
Look, Hit Point was there too.
I saw
Hey!
that. Black Blink of an eye.
I think this is our year in the review from last year.
Yeah, right. I think we're all in this.
Yeah, that's the year in review from last year.
It's a good year when you see it all quick like that.
Yeah.
Ah, look at this.
Oh, that's my. It's just kind of a quick rundown of some of the ongoing projects or finished stuff I got around my house.
That is so great.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
How long did the dragon take you, or is taking you, if it's not completed yet?
I've been kind of playing around with it. I mean, it's probably got like 5 solid days into it.
Like 24 hours, or
No, like 5 nights.
Oh, that's awesome. That's really quick
Yeah, no,
for something that detailed.
I work pretty quick. Yeah, man. Yeah, really, that's what I said. I'd love to. I got to talk to you after this and get some pictures of that.
Oh yeah,
of that
Yeah.
beast of yours, man. Because I'll see if I can try to get something out there before the show. This is for
Yeah,
our
that'd be
buddy
sweet.
Sebastian Bonnet.
it's one of his characters, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's his character. God, what's the name? It's I'm sorry, I'm so terrible with names, but it's for his comic book.
Combat.
Concrete Combat. Okay, I was right.
I was gonna say he was saying it right.
It's with like K's though. It's like Concrete Combat. But yeah, so that's one of his characters that I was fortunate enough to make. Oh, and this is a much more talented artist. This is Flushmallow.
Flushmallow.
This is a wonderful artist, man.
Oh, definitely. She's amazing.
Nat, can you take us away talking about her real quick?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Well, this artist is an amazing, and by the way, may I mention also colorblind artist as well. Like not partially, completely colorblind artist, by the way. So this is some of her work that she's done.
Like
she has done prints and a couple of keychains as well that are available. And if we could be gracious enough and ask Shadow right here on the spot a little bit for maybe a little bit of table space this coming weekend, you might even be able to see her because she is planning on coming this weekend.
We'll see what we can do.
Oh, thank you. We'll just have a little bin on the side. It's like, sample me, right?
Sounds good, man. You know something? What the heck?
But yeah, she's a wonderful artist. You should go check her out. Follow her on Instagram and all those other wonderful sources. And oh, that is not the Lou that is here with us right now. What are you showing, Ralph?
This is Embyon Con from a couple of years ago. Shadow kindly put it on his page, and you guys can see some of our friends here. Wow, this is a long time ago. Look at that. My face isn't even gray yet. And there's Sebastian Bonnet.
Oh my God, what was this, like 10 years ago?
The sad thing is that it's only 2018.
Oh my God,
Ralph. That's
okay,
not
2018. That wasn't that long ago.
That's not 2018.
Yeah, that's 2018.
No,
it's not 2017.
It's 2019.
Oh, that's even worse. You know, why did you think that would make it better? 2019, that's even worse.
Because that was 5 years ago.
Oh, dude, man, I keep thinking that 2018 was like 2 years ago.
Let's not play with the future.
Reminder, everyone, Tony used to be much closer to the shelves. This is how much time has passed. He has slowly been inching away.
Oh, hey, man, we're going to see you guys this weekend, right? I'm looking forward to it.
You're going to see me. You're going to see our wonderful pal Flushmallow.
Shen's coming?
Believe.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's. I wasn't joking, by the way, when I said she was coming. She's actually coming.
Oh, man. Jeez, man. Okay. We'll figure out something.
Tony, you're going too, right?
I'm a maybe. So
you're a maybe. All right.
Yeah, I'm a maybe.
Fine. Be like that.
Yeah, real life is something.
Don't worry about it. I know real life. I was gonna go for the whole weekend, and right now it looks like I'm just going for one day because I got to take care of something else.
Wait. I got the convincing bit for Tony. Tenemos arroz con dandule y un poquito de salchichón ahí con unos tostadas. Ya tú sabes.
We're gonna be eating at White Castle. What are you talking about?
I mean,
where we always wind up.
We always end up in White Castle because it's White Castle.
Hey, that's not true. Every time I've gone out with you guys and Lou, we've eaten at a different restaurant every time.
No, you're right though. Yeah, Shadow. Nat's been there for different restaurants. I think Tony hasn't. No, wait, Tony, you've been there for one different restaurant.
One time. Where did we go to? Where did we go to? Like it was a TGI Fridays or something like that. Shadow that one time.
Oh yeah, that's where we were hanging out there all night with everybody, right?
And then you guys still went to White Castle after. Right?
Yeah, I think me and Ace went afterwards anyway.
Yeah.
As you folks can tell, we love our event of
Yeah, man.
oh my God, Cradle of Aviation is just a great place to be and a great place to have fun. And anytime there's a con there, whether it's tabletop and gaming or Cradle Con, or it is just a great place to go, folks. Go this weekend. Go to the Cradle of Aviation. Enjoy Tabletop and Gaming Expo because it's a lot of fun, dude. All you gotta do is check out the videos that they have for on their site for their events, and you can tell
they're doing something on April 8th for they're sending me because they're on their email list. They're doing something April 8th for the eclipse. They're doing something for the eclipse, so they're having a whole event where you can view the eclipse.
All kinds of cool stuff there.
So yeah,
that's a good place to go to view the eclipse at the museum. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Don't try to look at it.
I know.
You can't tell me what to do, Dad.
I've had this irrational fear of looking at the light on accident on my way to work on Monday.
You're be like, huh, it's a little darker. I wonder what's blocking the sun.
Yeah.
Remember there are kids that told us, don't sit too close to the TV, you'll go blind. And now they tell us, no, that's not true.
Yeah, now it sounds like they're just daring us, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't dare me to do it. I'm going to do it if you dare me to do it. Come on, folks.
But if you go to the, for anyone who hasn't been, if you ever go to the, you should always go. If you ever go to Cradle Aviation, they have like every arcade game you can think of upstairs. Yeah. You can play no quarters as much as you want. All you need is a ticket to any convention. Is go upstairs.
Tony, that's a different group.
Yeah.
That's a different group.
No, they got them there all the time, I think.
They're there all the time.
Yeah, you can still go up there. You can always
they got a bunch of them up there. They got the retro gaming convention happens there too, but they got a bunch of stuff there.
No, I thought that was like their property that they moved.
Oh, no. Those games are there all the time.
Yeah, as long as you get access to the museum, you can go up there. Yeah, you play much as you want. Like any arcade.
Go over to the Moonlander area and everything. It's a sweet museum.
Beautiful, man.
Yes, it's a real nice place.
Yeah,
that's a good place to take pictures.
Yeah.
Dude, we've taken a bunch of pictures in there. We've taken pictures with cosplayers in there.
And if you tell them Bit and Apple sent you, we'll give you a thumbs
up. Privilege.
Folks, if you're there this weekend and you see us, we'll put you in the video. So come on, join us. Especially if you're playing.
You can't put a price on that. I mean,
exactly. Especially if you're playing HitPoint, because we're going to be filming HitPoint play. So
it's going to be fun. We have some stuff to give away. We have stickers. I have we have a handful of wood like pins left over from previous shows that we're going to be giving away too.
Those pins are nice. I got mine.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah. We have some extras. Haven't been able to make more. It's just not enough time in the day for everything, But it's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, definitely. As you can tell, we're waxing poetically about it here because it is a lot of fun, and every time we go, we have a whole lot of fun.
Yep.
That's a lot of stuff to do there, folks. There's a lot of stuff to do there. And
there's stuff for everybody, even if you just like food. I mean,
exactly. Yeah, the food there is great too. The trucks outside, ooh.
Oh yeah, they got the food trucks outside too.
Yeah.
And they got a cafeteria inside too.
I'm pretty sure they're doing. I know they did this last year, and I think they're doing like some kind of either scavenger hunt or something.
Oh yeah, they did that last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, where you can get like tokens or whatever and use that as like money for the booths. Yep, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, last year they had this whole like follow the lines, do the quest, fill up the information.
Yeah.
No, folks, it's a great place to go. I love the fact that it's a museum, and you can see all about aviation there. At the same time, you're enjoying a convention.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, Gage the Wolf.
Yeah, Gage.
They have some out of print booksellers there too. Yeah, of course they do. Gage, you have you. I hope you've been listening to it because this game looks fantastic, and you're gonna want this thing too because Gage is a big D&D guy over there, and a great DM and information maker. Gage the Wolf, and he has his own book.
Was it comics? I feel like I've met him.
Yes, on the show.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah, Gage is one of our guest hosts. He comes in and out when he can. He's been pretty busy lately, just like Shadow has.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, believe me. Life is a funny thing, especially as it progresses forward.
Yeah,
and
for sure. I mean, it's New York, city that never sleeps.
Oh, that's another thing. I'm not even adding the New York aspect to it. I always have something that I need to get done, or need to go do, or need to go see. And the cons and events here, way too many.
Yeah,
way too many.
I feel like there's one every weekend.
Yeah, this weekend is like 3 cons. You got Fanfare NYC, which is happening at the Art and Design School. You have Tabletop and Gaming, which is happening out in the Cradle of Aviation, and I'm forgetting the other one.
I don't think there was another one for this weekend. I know next weekend there's one.
I think it's another one, but I don't think it's close to us. I think.
Oh, are you thinking about one of the library cons?
No, it's not.
That's in 2 weeks, I think. That's like April 20-ish.
Yeah, April 21st. You have MCon, where I'll be doing a radio play again for Mark Torres's Designated.
Yeah, and I'm missing that con again, and I'm sorry.
You're not
worried. I went last year, and it was a ton of fun.
For like years.
Yeah, Jay saw us there last year.
Yeah, that was a great con.
It's a lot of fun. It's a little con. It's free. It's in a library. Folks,
Kelly Gordon. Go check this out. It's a great show.
Let's see. Gage is like, oh, thanks. Yep. Writing a 3rd Godslayer book, started another comic to be announced, and game mastering a lot. Yes, like I said, Gage is busy. And he's been helping me with a couple things for the game that I'm working on for the Apple Lights.
Oh, that still exists.
Oh, it's still going. I have not stopped working on it.
What game? Like
I'm gonna do a little D&D campaign with the guys and see what happens.
He's doing D&D Pathfinder, man. I can't believe this.
I forgot about that already.
I haven't forgotten. I'm still working on it.
We're going straight to the graphic novel with it.
Exactly. The whole idea of the game is it's a story that I was writing, and then one day I decided, what would happen if I threw players into the story that it's already written? Would they still go down the path of the story, or would they do something else?
No.
I love that.
And so far, this group has changed the whole story without even without even playing the game. They've changed the whole story.
I expected nothing less.
Which is why I'm still working on it, because there's a lot of little ends and bits to fix so that we can actually play.
What was my character? I forgot.
You're a human fighter.
Tony, you're good. You're a human fighter. We still need to get with you so you.
Right, I forgot already who my character was.
All the bits together. Yeah, Tony's gonna be Tony's first time playing, so I gave him something simple.
Tony's gonna be a fisticuffs man.
Sure.
Put him on.
He's gonna have a critical hit.
How do you guys keep up with all the cons? That's what I said.
We don't.
Well, before it used to be me and Ralph with like 2 different calendars on what we're doing.
Ralph, that same weekend, that MCon is the same weekend as the Winter Anime Fest in Jersey. Same weekend.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. At the same weekend that MCon is happening, Garden State Comic Fest Anime Convention or Anime Fest is happening in Jersey. So I know that I'm probably gonna have to go there Saturday and then go to MCon Sunday. At least that's the idea. Hopefully, I can get somebody to drive over there.
Yeah. Luke probably does Sunday though. I don't know. I'll have to ask him, see if we can do Saturday.
If you guys go on Sunday, then I'll send you 2 there on Sunday if you want.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to go to MCon only because I got to do the.
Yes, folks, you are watching what we do behind the scenes live. This is how we organize.
This is how we cover the conventions.
All right, who still has the old spreadsheet? I'll
All right, folks. Jay, let's do a roundup here. We're getting near the end over here. Let the folks know where they can find you, all the good stuff, and of course, tomorrow at 7:00, you will see us live as we make the Kickstarter go live tomorrow.
So website is HitPointGame.com. You can find us on Instagram or TikTok at HitPointGame. Links on our website to the Kickstarter where you could follow, sign up early, and then be alerted once we go live. We'll also be sending out email blasts. Check out our Discord because our Discord is where we do a lot of like behind the scenes discussions about game development and just events in general. A lot of good conversation there as well. So tomorrow, our Kickstarter is dropping. This weekend we'll be at the Cradle of Aviation for the Tabletop Expo. It's going to be a hell of a week. So make sure to participate because it's going to be great.
Yeah, folks, as you can tell, we are busy. We're busy tomorrow. We're busy this weekend. And of course, go check out Hit Point. It's going to be a great game. Tomorrow, we will give you more information because we've been teasing you this whole podcast to let you know that tomorrow we will be showing off some beautiful stuff. Can't wait to check out the tiers, see what's going on, see exactly what this game is. And you might have somebody else join you tomorrow, right?
Yes. Yeah. So I should have my buddy Jeff, who's also worked on the game with me. He did a lot of pretty much all of the backstory, the worlds, the maps, and all of that. So he'll be joining me tomorrow.
There you have it, folks. The teasers are on. So join us tomorrow and you'll see more. And of course, Shadow, go ahead and tell all the beautiful people where you're going to be and what you do.
Well, this weekend I will be at the exact same place, Cradle of Aviation Museum, for the Tabletop Gaming Expo. And yeah, I make little things out of clay, and I don't know, I just try to have a good time, meet cool people, and try to make your dreams come true. So if you want to check out any of my work, hit me on Instagram at shadowrabbit_clay_guy, or my website, shadowrabbitart.com. Or, I'm always creeping in the background on Bit and Apple stuff, even if I haven't been saying too much lately. Because you guys are cream of the crop.
There you go. Don't make them get critical on you.
Oh yeah, I'll bring out that. I can probably make a few of those if y'all are interested. They're novelty items. Wink, wink.
They are novelty.
What type of filament are we using again?
Man, I see all you guys riding on that subway, so I get worried about you. So I get the stuff.
If you get some of that bamboo filament, I think we might have a deal.
I get the glow in the dark can. That'd be cool.
Yeah, but that I don't want you to breathe in them toxic fumes, man.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Mr. Nat, what do we got?
Same thing as yesterday. There is a Hypergeist from Bad Bug Media that's currently going on. they're well past their goal. Here Comes Calico is down to its final couple of days. That's effectively it. Everything else is pre-launch. So it's a bunch of stuff up in the air. There's something from Bitsy Tandem. There's something from Mata Sorcier. There's something from Phil Russert. There's something from Pat Shan. There's something from all of our friends have something. It's just a lot of it's in the back.
Speaking of Mata Sorcier, of course, she's working on child possession services over here. It still has 7 days to go. It's at 2,114. Ooh. They still need to get to 4,400. Come on, folks. Let's help them out. They are at 108 backers. 7 days to go. Come on, folks. We can get them to 5,000. Dude, easy. 7 days? Yeah, come on. We got this. And of course, Mata has done some beautiful art on this book. You're going to want this, because Mata just does amazing work. Look at that beautiful Sorcier cover.
Yeah, she's great.
That's awesome.
She always amazes me how she can constantly change her art style and do something different every time.
Super talented, yeah.
I think that's everything. Oh yeah, that's right. Phil Russert is doing his tragedy art book. It's beautiful, huge art book like you used to get in the 80s and 90s. You guys want to pick this thing up. He's trying to get all the money together so he can make his book Papa for his father, and you guys will want to help him out. Do this. This is a beautiful book. I got a chance to read it, and you're not gonna expect what's happening in this book. It is a great, beautiful story, dealing with a family and what they're going through. And of course, there's something more to it, but you're gonna have to go find out for yourselves. And I think that's it, folks. Right? Anybody else?
No, that's it. Until next week, there's nothing really going on.
Yeah, I think there was a couple of people doing Kickstarters that I knew, but I think they're all over now. So
yeah, that's exactly what's going on. Either the Kickstarters are about to start, like our friend Jay here, or they're done, or they're about done. All right, folks, there you have it. Join us tomorrow where we kick off Hit Point live at 7 p.m. You guys are going to want to be here for this Kickstarter kickoff because you're going to want to be on the ground level for this beautiful thing. If you want to go check it out for yourself before you decide to put your beautiful money into this thing, then on this weekend at the Cradle of Aviation, you can see Shadow Rabbit, you can see Jay and Hit Point, you can see Bit and Apple TV. Go have fun. You can actually play the game and go, I want to support this Kickstarter. Boom.
It's gonna be a blast.
It's gonna be so fun.
There you got it, folks. Go be there. And as always, I'll press the button and